There are tasks we perform every day that many of us take for granted. But for people in wheelchairs, some routine tasks can be impossible without help. As Delane Cleveland reports, a group of local students received a grant to help make life easier for people with disabilities.
On the Golden Valley campus of Courage Kenny Rehabilitation Institute,
Is that you, Lance?
It is.
you may occasionally run into volunteer Lance Phillips.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Lance has cerebral palsy and needs to use a wheelchair to get from point A to point B.
And I've just learned to adapt to it because I've had it since birth, so.
Yet there are still things in everyday life that can be tricky for Lance and other people in wheelchairs. Take, for instance, elevator buttons. In many buildings, Lance says they're placed about 5 feet off the ground.
And sometimes for those of us that sit down, that could potentially be almost too high to where we can't even reach it to call the elevator.
It's a problem many able-bodied people take for granted. But about 5 miles away,
hearing about it, it really made us want to make a difference in their lives and help them out more.
a group of engineering students from Benilde-St. Margaret's high school have begun working on a solution.
So this is one of the first prototypes we have.
They're developing a robotic elevator button pusher. Thanks to a $10,000 grant from MIT that's awarded to students working to invent technological solutions to real-world problems. The goal is that when this robotic arm is fully developed, it will connect to a motorized wheelchair and help people push those hard-to-reach buttons.
There is other options that these people have, but those will cost like thousands of dollars. So we want to make sure we can make something that's a lot cheaper and that will really affect somebody's life.
Do you want to go?
The students are still working on the design.
It's on like gliding rails, so there's little wheels here that make sure it goes up and down smoothly. And it's all tensioned by this I think it's surgical elastic.
And they still have to test the device on the target audience.
It shows us how hard it is to do these things, and it takes a lot of work to get these things done.
But when it's all said and done, that hard work could have long-lasting impacts for people such as Lance.
Their ability to come up with this idea could benefit not just one person, but many people.
In Golden Valley, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
The Benilde-St. Margaret students hope to have a prototype arm ready to showcase to the public coming up in June.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.